Alright, ladies and gentlemen, what we have here is another break, and of course the first thing that's going to come to mind is, well, it was burnt. But let me assure you that if you'll listen, that's still pretty solid. So something broke that one. This is fantastic. There are footprints everywhere up here.
Yeah, there's one right here. There's a heel. Heel and toes. I know you might not be able to see it, but there's a heel impression right here. And toes have worn out from the rain, but they're everywhere. If you actually take the time and know what you're looking for.
Alright, here we are again. Here we'll find this right here. Okay, this didn't fall because this pine tree, there's a pine tree behind Natalie. This was placed. Now then, to add to that, we have another one placed, and it's not broken over because there's no stump. So this was laid like this, and then we look right here and we find more of them that have been laid over. See how they're sitting up off the ground?
Yeah. See that little one right there? On the little tree. And it goes into that one. They're weaved. It is weaved into the tree. It's like a basket. It's pretty cool. Now,
I'm open to any suggestions anybody might have, but I can promise you right now, from standing here looking at it, it's not tree fall. By no means the word. So if anybody's got any suggestions, hey, I'm open for it. Leave a comment, would appreciate it. And
snap tree behind you.
We're gonna keep looking and see what else we can find.
I see something over here. It's a footprint right there. It's hard to tell. They're everywhere.
Well, and this black is very hard to tell.
What about that? That structure.
Well, let's take a look and see what we got.
See this big tree is in there? Looks like it's been...
Okay. This tree right here and this tree right here are the same family. But if you'll notice, there's none of the other ones like it around. This has been broken off from somewhere and then laid right here.
Can you pull it up? Yep, see? It's been placed there.
It's been placed there. So there's no stump right there or anything like that it could have been just falling over. So once again, we find another sign, and who knows, maybe one of these days we'll get lucky. We'll find one that wants to talk.
That would be great.
Explain this one to us. All right, we've come up this hill. We found this one. Someone reached in here and snapped it off and laid it in here. Could it be possible breakage? Yeah. And now we look at this curious guy. And there's nowhere in here where he was broken from. He was broken somewhere else and laid up here, along with a couple of interesting prospects over here. This guy doesn't belong to this wood patch. This guy, again, doesn't belong to this wood patch.
There's that one.
And neither does this one. So,
very curious.
It is very curious. I mean, we're seeing a lot of breaking up here, where things have been bent over and snapped, even further back. And off to Natalie's left, We got a couple more right there. I would love to know what this means.
Yes.
Did you get that? See what? First two wood knocks we've heard today. What does that tell me?
Sure wasn't a dog?
That's not a dog. First two are wood knocks. Which tells me we're in the right area. Not sure what the last one was. But maybe we'll figure that out here shortly.
Sorry for the sneeze, everybody. It is beautiful out here. See, there's placed wood that we're talking about. There is another snapped tree. And it was no lightning. It was pushed and snapped. Look at that. That is interesting. That is still alive. Here's another. Not sure if that was done. We have to investigate it. See if it was done. And I'm going to say it was done by them because this one is pulled and it's wedged. Right here, it's wedged. So it'll stay bent. See this? How this stays bent?
That's because this part right here used to be a part of this. I think.
I don't think
No.
so. No.
No,
No, that's a whole nother tree. But it's wedged in there to hold that tree at a bent, which could mean an X in some. Because I know I've heard, yeah, it depends on how you look at it, but they say they make X's, so interesting. We're on a hill again.
Yep. See, just look back.
Look how steep that hill is over there. Ooh, look at those boulders. Oh, it's snapped by the boulders. Wow. See that? Definitely been snapped. It takes so much force, and then look at the tree right there. Oh, let me move. Right, where did it go? Let me go over here if I can see it better. That one's been snapped right there. Interesting.
Alright folks, we're back again, and people are probably thinking, well, why did he break this one? Well, he didn't, because this was a part of this right here, and it didn't come from here to there. He stuck it in the ground. Look at that hole.
Look how deep that hole is.
He stuck this in the ground.
Whoa.
Okay, because the tree fell from back there and landed here and broke, and he picked it up and stuck it in the ground.
Now, is it pointing to something, or is it...
It could be pointing to something. I don't know.
I mean, there's got to be a purpose. They live out here. You know, they check on. This is like a decoration or directional, or.
It could be any number of things, but I do know this. I don't know a man alive who can stick this in the ground like that.
That was shoved.
But it's definitely neat. And once again, we're open to any comments you might have about how this works. So we're going to head on a little bit further, and hopefully we can find something. But ultimately, we leave the decision making up to you as to whether or not you approve of the evidence or you think it's hogwash. You decide. Alright, here we go, one more time. This big long tree right here. You see this piece right here. This tree right here is not from any one of these trees. And if you look closely, and Natalie will pan for you here in a second, you do not find another tree like this within 10 yards. So you tell me, how did it get propped up there, and why did that get bent in behind that?
What does it mean? Anybody have an idea? Alright, I'm going to pan. And we're back at the tree.